Now, when it comes to entertainment, the Mampofu siblings were definitely born for this industry. Lunathi cut her teeth in acting by landing a role in the SABC One drama series INGOZI. Oros followed suit and is most known for his role in the SABC One youth drama Skeem Saam. And their brother Prince, however, wanted to be a king, so he decided to pursue a career as a financial market analyst. And the trio also runs their own production company called KHELA Production. It goes to show that sometimes keeping it in the family reaps great rewards. Hello.
Hello.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you for having us. Thank you very much for having us.
I think big families are such a blessing. What a treat to come. I've actually got 3 brothers.
Okay.
So, I mean, it's quite fun to have a big family.
Yeah.
You were born first.
No, second, actually.
Second?
Yes,
Yeah.
second one.
Okay.
Yes.
And then what was it like being followed? Because the twins came after you.
Yes.
Okay, so what was it like? How did it change your life?
Middle child syndrome definitely came in there somewhere. I'm the second born, so I've always felt left out in a way, because there's an older sister, and then there's the twins, and then there's a little sister younger than us.
Yeah.
So it was always like a situation where I was always left to do whatever I wanted to do in my own time, own space. Hence, I ended up traveling and doing a whole lot of other things on my own, and being the independent person that I am. So
5 kids all in all, hey?
Yes. Big
But then
family.
how come the 3 of you connected so well?
I think more than anything, it was the creative love. I think more than anything, we always had a desire and a love for the arts on some level, and I think maybe there is an extroverted energy around the 3 of us.
And the fact that we're in Joburg, the 3 of us.
Oh yes,
We ended
up
So
in
we
Joburg
spend
together.
more time together than our other siblings because they're here in Cape Town.
Yeah.
So that's also a big reason.
Factor.
Yeah.
Oh, Ras, I heard you've got a cute story about your name.
Yeah, guys, we keep saying these things. Yeah, no, we do. Like, well, I'm Oros, but by the looks of things, I don't look like the Oros man, but it's actually very funny. It's actually a connection of a funny story and a sad story.
Yeah.
Because actually, when I was a child, I had to cut my hair bald because I actually died at a certain stage, right? And then they had to kind of resuscitate me and everything, and then they had to cut my hair bald and stuff. And then after that, throughout the whole process, I had a bald head. So I was like quite big with the rolls, and you know how babies have rolls and everything.
Yes, babies have got legs like croissants.
Exactly. So I think that name stuck from there, and they put on the ID, and I think also my mom must have really loved Oros.
Totally.
Yeah.
Maybe
And
that
then
was
I
her
was
craving when she
orangey.
was pregnant with you. But you want to tell us how you almost died? That's...
Yeah, man. I mean, we were young. My brother fell sick. Like, you know, these flus that children will pick up.
Yeah.
And then he got better, but it seems like I caught it from him. And mine got really bad. There was a stage where my parents were in the car driving us to the hospital, my mother, and my pulse, they couldn't feel anything. I was going blue. And I was literally dead. They had to put me in the hospital and kind of try to bring me back to life. And my mother made this big prayer, like, oh, please, God, like, if you can just bring him back, and you know, why are you going to give me twins, and then if you're going to take one away? So I think God answered that beautiful prayer, and here I am.
Oh, your mom must be so proud of you, because the 3 of you are such outstanding kids, really.
But he came back with no rolls.
Yeah, and I came back with no rolls.
No more croissant legs for you.
Yeah.
What was the decision based on to start the production company together?
I think it was basically the fact that, okay, we all went to AFDA and we studied there together. And then when we all got to Johannesburg, we were like, hey, man, we're all in the same industry, we're all in the arts. Well, I was slightly out, but in a way, because I'd been busy with producing and she had the producing background as well, we're like, let's do something. Let's come together as a unit and actually do something that we feel.
Yeah, I think it was a desire. To kind of, you know, take on the industry in a way that we wanted to.
Totally.
And to just be, like, entrepreneurial about things, you know?
Sure.
You know, sometimes you just have to
You're
take
never
things
going to
into your
trust
own
anyone
hand.
more than you're going to trust your own siblings. It makes so much sense
And that's
to work
actually my
together.
parents' point.
Yeah.
I was also going to add, it's actually got a lot to do with our parents, because our parents are very, like, close. Like, they do everything together to a point where they wanted to instill that on us, you know? Yeah. They always are like, guys, why don't you just do something as a family? If you guys are all in this industry, and I know my mom and dad always used to drill that, you know? And it was actually, they have a huge part in getting us together and deciding to do it.
They really
Let's be
rubbed off
honest,
on us.
yeah.
I can't lie. Like, as much as we fight, as much as we do so much, at the end of the day, we always seem to gel together. Like, just yesterday, we had the craziest bonding session. Everyone was in tears because it's been the longest time since we've been in one
You made me miss
Cape.
my brothers so much now.
I know.
It's been the longest.
Guys, call me.
It's been the longest time since we've been in Cape Town. As all the siblings, because it's all 5 of us, and even now my parents' grandchildren, everyone was at home. So like we had this like bonding / prayer session until 2 a.m.
Do you have that often? Do you do it often? Do you just sit, grab a glass of wine, and then just connect and make sure that you know what's happening in each other's lives all the time?
It's more rare now because I think people are busy.
Everyone's hustling.
But when it does happen, like it's real.
Intense.
Like it's real.
Can I tell you, it's possibly one of the most important lessons that I've ever heard in my life. And listening to you guys now speak about your family, I think it makes so much sense. And if anyone at home can be inspired by this, you know, when you do have the opportunity and the privilege to know your aunts, your uncles, your grandparents, and of course your siblings, take that time to get to know them as people. Like family issues aside, learn about what they like, what their hobbies are, who they were as younger people, and you know, things that make them tick and make them happy. Just to know the people in your family, it's so important.
Yeah, we take it for granted. And one thing that we're actually talking about is that a lot of the time people come to a realization of what they have after calamity. And I think last night what was so emotional about that was that, like, since we've been born, it's been like just blessings and gifts, and you know, we haven't been struck by like tragedy or anything, and we're like, dude, we should be grateful for this.
Totally.
And I think it was part of the reason, and like, you know, being that it's International Siblings Day, like the one thing I can urge each and every person on this planet who is blessed with someone that they still have in their life,
gratitude.
It doesn't matter what you guys have as differences, like you're saying. Just come together. Because you know, once you no longer can, you no longer can.
Are your parents watching at the moment?
I hope so.
They better be.
Because I think the 3 of you just have to give each other a group hug. No, they've obviously done an outstanding job in raising you. Because you're all so tremendously down to earth and focused, but you get it. You know what I mean? You love each other so much.
And yesterday my dad said for the first time, and he was like, you know, I'm really fulfilled. Like, because he was comparing a story that he watched on some channel of some things that were happening in the Cape Flats, and he was like comparing his kids that are sitting together and they talking about prayer, they talking about this and that, and they coming together. Like that really hit me when he says, I'm fulfilled.
Yeah.
I was like, wow.
I want to be a Mampofu sibling.
Actually, we are.
Why not? We adopt. Trust me, there's like 7 more kids in the house that aren't even my parents.
Thank you so much for being with us today, really. And congratulations on all the work that you're doing. I mean, I'm just obsessed with you. I mean, I'm obsessed with y'all as well. But you are just such magic. Thank you so much for being here today.
Thank you.
Genie Mampofu. It works, eh?
Genie Mampofu.
Now, remember to connect with us via our social media platforms and tell us which activities you and your siblings like to do together. My brothers and I like to fight. No, I'm joking. Tweet us at Afternoon Chat using the official hashtag Afternoon Express, or comment on our Facebook page. We'll be right back after the break.